So with the rest of the Fantastic Four being released on the 21st of February, I think it's fair to talk about the next heroes we need in Marvel Rivals. And do me a solid favor, if you're new here or find yourself coming back on the regular and you aren't already subscribed yet, why not? You're coming back anyways. It's completely free and it really helps out the channel. But without further ado, let's dive straight in. So a lot of other people have also done this, but I've concocted my own list of heroes that I think should be added to Marvel Rivals. Now to me, there's no right or wrong heroes to add to this game. I believe every hero in the Marvel Rivals universe could be added to this game, it would just take some time. But let me know in the comments down below what heroes you would like to see come to Marvel Rivals. I'm very intrigued about what you all think. Now, after the Fantastic Four, I think one of the heroes that needs to be added to the game is Rogue. Now, she was already teased and leaked, but just a reminder, Rogue has the ability to absorb the powers, memories, and abilities of others through physical touch, making her a wild card in any fight. Her permanent super strength and flight, along with her ability to borrow enemy abilities, would make her a versatile and unpredictable character in Marvel Rivals. Now with that being said, I could definitely see Rogue as a vanguard, but depending on how Marvel Rivals want to interpret her, they could put her as a strategist, although we don't know what she's really going to be categorized until we actually get her hands on her. Now Rogue did make an appearance in other games, such as X-Men Legends, Marvel vs. Capcom 2, and Marvel Heroes, so I believe it's very likely we might be seeing Rogue in Marvel Rivals very soon. Now the next hero in my bucket list or wish list is Blade, and we already know Blade is coming to the game, which I'm super excited for. Now, a lot of people don't know who Blade is, which I believe is perfectly fine, but Blade is a half vampire, half human daywalker. He's a master swordsman and marksman who dedicates his life to hunting vampires and other supernatural threats. Now, his combat skills, enhanced strength, and resistance to vampire weaknesses would make him a deadly melee and range fighter in Marvel Rivals. With that being said, he definitely has to be placed as a duelist, and we already know he is coming to the game, and we already know his abilities as well. Next up on my list is Silver Surfer, and I believe he can go one of two ways. Either as a duelist, just like Storm or Iron Man, someone who's constantly, flying, or I can see him as a strategist. His connection to the cosmos could provide unique gameplay mechanics based on energy manipulation and ranged attacks. But of course, I could also somehow see him as a strategist as well. Now, of course, we have to throw in Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider is the Spirit of Vengeance, wielding Hellfire-infused attacks, a mystical chain weapon, and his signature Penance Stare, which punishes the souls of the guilty. Now, I feel like he would excel at crowd control and probably high damage melee combat. With that being said, I probably see him as a duelist more than a vanguard or a strategist, but of course, anything could change. Now, the next hero that should be added to Marvel Rivals is none other than Emma Frost, and she probably has to be a strategist. Now, Emma Frost is one of the most powerful telepaths in the Marvel Rivals universe, and she can also transform her body into a organic diamond, making her nearly invulnerable. Her dual nature as both a telepathic controller and a physical tank would make her a versatile character, excelling at mind control, psychic attacks, and defensive maneuvers. Now, I said to put her as a strategist. Now, she can definitely be, some type of hybrid. I'm not exactly sure where to put her because she's a rather unique hero, but let me know what role you think Emma Frost should be placed at. Now, another hero that I think could be added to Marvel Rivals is Daredevil, and I think he could actually be an insane hero in the game. I definitely see him as a duelist and probably falling into the category of a flanking type duelist or a dive duelist, in a way similar to kind of like Spider-Man, how he would dive in. Now, he has heightened senses, making him a formidable martial arts and acrobat. His ability to see through sound gives him an edge in combat, allowing him to react to enemy movements with lightning fast reflexes. Or maybe I could see him more similar to maybe Black Panther, who's already in the game. Just the ability to go in, dash in and out, being a real nuisance to enemy strategists and squishy DPS. So he's someone that I would definitely like to see added as well. Now for this next hero combo, hear me out. Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur. Just think about it for a second. You have a 9-year-old genius and inventor, often regarded as the smartest person in the entire Marvel universe, paired with her faithful companion Devil Dinosaur, a massive red T-Rex. I think this combo would be pretty interesting. No, I think you could put him as a vanguard and maybe have it similar to Hulk, how he can go from Bruce Banner into the Hulk. Maybe you do the same kind of concept with Moon Girl turning into the Devil Dinosaur, or you do it in a way like Cloak and Dagger where you shift between forms, but it's kind of weird going from like a 9-year-old girl to a giant red T-Rex. Now, in all honesty, I'm not really sure how they would pull this off if they did add it to the game, but if they managed to pull this off, I believe it's game of the year. Honestly, that's just like incredible. But let me know in the comments down below what you think about this. Now, Nova is another hero that really sticks out to me. Nova is a member of the Nova Corps, a spacefaring military force, and wields immense power through his abilities to harness the Nova Force. Now, his powers include energy manipulation, flight, and enhanced strength, making him a very versatile range fighter with the potential for aerial superiority. Now, Nova's cosmic background and ties to characters like the Guardians of the Galaxy would create interesting synergies and rivalries in Marvel Rivals. He'd definitely be another character that's probably like Iron Man or Storm that are currently in the game, you know, a character that's constantly flying and providing damage from medium to long range, so he could definitely be seen as a duelist, although I'm not 100% sure. And if you're not 100% sure of what you're eating, then you should definitely check out Control. Are you tired of skipping meals or grabbing junk food because you're always on the go? Well, say hello to Control, the meal replacement shake that actually tastes amazing. Now, whether you're grinding through work, gaming late into the night, or just need a quick nutritious boost, Control has your back. Of course, packed with all the good stuff, proteins, vitamins, fiber, you'll feel full and fueled without sacrificing flavor. Oh, and did I mention the flavors? Cinnamon Toast, Fruity Flakes, Cookies and Creams. It's like your favorite childhood cereals, but grown up and good for you. Now, not only that, they also have a wide variety of protein bars and even protein cookies, with my personal favorites being the peanut butter pieces cookies and of course the peanut butter s'mores protein bars. And let me tell you, these peanut butter s'mores bars are amazing and they're always sold out, so you should definitely get your hands on trying it. So stop settling for bland, boring shakes, level up your nutrition at drinkcontrol.com and take control of your day. That's drinkctrl.com. Go get yours now and make sure to use code DUCK for 10% at checkout. Now, Jean Grey, empowered by the Phoenix Force, is one of the most powerful telepaths in Marvel Rivals universe, with mastery over telekinesis, telepathy, and cosmic energy. As Phoenix, her powers are amplified to a near godlike level, making her force to be reckoned with on any battlefield. Now, I could definitely see her as a long-range caster, dealing devastating AoE abilities and offering powerful crowd control. And I feel like just like Cloak and Dagger, she could definitely swap between normal Jean Grey and Phoenix forms. And I feel like for her ultimate, because it is a Phoenix, it could be kind of like reborn, you know, brought back to life. But we already have a character like that with Adam Warlock, but honestly, who really knows? Now, for reference, she's also appeared in other games like X-Men Legends, Marvel Heroes, and Marvel's vs. Capcom 3. So I believe it's a hero that we could definitely see. And if you want to see more of these videos, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. It greatly helps me out. Because the game is called Marvel Rivals, we have to throw Miss Marvel into the game. Now, first and foremost, I believe she's definitely suited as a Vanguard. Now, comparable to Mr. Fantastic, and I only mean that because she can stretch, expand, and reshape her body in a variety of ways, but her shape-shifting abilities would allow her to switch between strong melee attacks, environmental manipulation, and evasion, creating dynamic playstyles for players who enjoy flexibility. And I believe, again, she should be placed as a Vanguard because there isn't really any female Vanguards currently in Marvel Rivals, although this can definitely change. Now, I feel like Green Goblin as like a duelist would kind of go crazy. Imagine you're playing a casual game of Marvel Rivals, you know, maybe playing as Hawkeye, sniping enemies from the backline, and then all of a sudden a man with a glider flies over you and throws pumpkin bombs at you. I can literally see people getting upset over getting pumpkin bombed by Green Goblin. And I definitely think he would be a very unique character to bring to the game. And it seems like I'm talking about a lot of flying heroes, mainly because I'm a Storm main and I really like Storm. And these takes might be a little biased, but who really knows? Now, Quicksilver is the fastest man in the Marvel universe with the ability to run at supersonic speeds and react faster than the eye can see. Now, his speed-based gameplay would make him a unique and exciting addition to Marvel Rivals, and his sibling relationship with Scarlet Witch could introduce interesting synergy options, because as we all know, the only synergy Scarlet Witch currently has is with Magneto, and because really no one ever plays Scarlet Witch, Magneto players never get to synergy, so having another synergy type option might also make more players play Scarlet Witch a lot more. Now, in terms of where he actually sits, you know, for his role, I mean, I guess the only real option is a duelist, although I guess you could do a little bit of debating for a strategist, but I mainly see him as a duelist. Now, of course, everyone interprets things, you know, completely differently. With that being said, all of the heroes I've been mentioning could be placed at different roles, and you know, it's completely fine. I completely respect everybody's opinions. This video was made for entertainment purposes only, and honestly, I just love reading what everybody has to say. As I'm a huge fan of the game, I think it's fair for everyone to express what they like. Sorry about that yap session. The next hero, or villain that I think should be added to the game is Dr. Octopus. Now, Dr. Octopus is a brilliant scientist with 4 mechanical tentacle-like arms that grant him super strength, enhanced agility, and the ability to control multiple objects simultaneously. Now, I believe the best suit for him would probably be as a Vanguard. I could see him in a way kinda acting like Venom, and what I mean by that is Venom's alternative attack where he can kinda grab multiple enemies at once and be connected to them, slowing them down and then doing damage. I think Dr. Octopus could kinda work in that way as well. And that's why I think Marvel Rivals is such a unique game, because essentially they have all the characters done already. They just need to figure out how to actually add them to the game. Now, with just how popular this character is and the amount of movies they've been making on him, Deadpool is a hero that we need to see in Marvel Rivals. His unpredictable nature would make him a versatile character capable of ranged attacks and rapid close quarters takedowns. I feel like he'll be a character who does high damage burst attacks, you know, kind of like Psylocke in a way. And I just feel like the interaction he would have in game with, you know, other heroes would be hilarious. Now, Scott Summers, aka Cyclops, is another hero that we should definitely see in Marvel Rivals. Now, we already have a ton of X-Men characters in Marvel Rivals already, so I don't see what's wrong with adding Cyclops, as he is the leader of the X-Men and a master strategist, known for his optic blasts, which fires powerful beams of energy from his eyes. Now, I feel like he would definitely be, you know, a medium to maybe long-range duelist, with his primary attack definitely having to be the energy beam from his eyes. I don't know where else you would actually place Cyclops. I don't think you could put him as a Vanguard, and I don't really think you could put him as a strategist, so I think he has to be sitting as a duelist. Although I could be completely wrong, but that's just me. Now, Colossus is another one of those mutants with the ability to transform his body into organic steel, giving him immense strength and durability. Now, there's no doubt in my mind, or probably anybody's mind that's aware of the Marvel Rivals universe, that this character needs to be a Vanguard in Marvel Rivals. I think having him would just be insane. And if you were to also add, a character like Deadpool to the game, maybe they might have some type of interaction or team up ability. But who honestly knows? Now, Iceman is an Omega level mutant with the ability to generate and manipulate ice, creating barriers, projectiles, and other environmental hazards. His cryokinetic powers would make him a versatile support, or maybe he could even be a Vanguard because he creates barriers. Now, capable of controlling large areas of the battlefield by freezing enemies or creating walls of ice, I think this character could definitely be added to Marvel Rivals, but where he sits between maybe strategist, Vanguard, and duelist, who honestly really knows. Now, the last hero on my list for this specific video has to be Mysterio, a master illusionist and special effects artist who uses trickery and technology to confuse and disorient his opponents. Now, I believe his deceptive playstyle would offer unique challenges for both his opponents and allies. Now, in my opinion, he'd probably be either a duelist or a strategist, but I'm mostly leaning towards the role of a strategist. Now, let me know in the comments down below, what heroes would you personally like to see come to Marvel Rivals next? But anyways, if you enjoyed this video in any way, shape, or form, if you could do me a tremendous favor of hitting that like and subscribe button, it just greatly helps me out. And if you want to see another one of these videos, let me know in the comments down below. But anyways, I hope you have a great day, and I'll catch you in the next one.